All right. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Hi again for the second time today. Welcome on in. Nothing but love. Thank you for that little super sticker. Yes, the concert was amazing. It was really wonderful. Thank you for asking. I had to cut the other one short this afternoon because I had an unexpected visitor. So I figured I would just start all over, which I am now. So welcome on in. Hi, Jean. Let's see who we've got here. Here we go. Whoop. Come on, let me get this going. Um, we've got a really good Insane Live. Like, I think all of them are really good. But this one is going to bring you guys some new information that I think is new. So, welcome on in. Hi, Colleen. Let's see, another half an hour. That was earlier. Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Hello, hello. Nothing but love once again. Thank you for that super sticker. Um, I'm Bernie. Hello. I hope you guys are still here because I believe that this may have been the list from earlier. Yes, definitely smash that like button and thumbs up on your way in and subscribe if you have not. We would like to get, hi Joan. I think you probably pronounce it Joan or Joanne. Hi, BC. So, Vanessa, there's my nothing but love. So, hi, Michelle. Sit down, sit down, sit down. My dog is like flipping out on me here. Um, Hi, D Hicks. Welcome on in. So, yeah, we've got a really awesome um live here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through both pieces, but if I don't, I will mark this part one. So, you know how people are like, oh, new update on Summer Moon. Well, this is just really um comes from my intuition, comes from what comes through the information that I present to you guys is presented to you because I see it as the truth. And there isn't any, we don't have any yes and no's or truths or no truths or whatever have you, because there's been no updates as far as the law enforcement and Summer Moon or any of these cases, truthfully. But what I do here is try to bring justice to the children by telling the story to the best of my ability. And I see that each and every one of the cases that I follow and I speak about here, they all have the same elements and they are all speaking the same language. And there's something that is really obvious to me lately, and that's what I'm going to go over because it's really critical for me to show it. Now, again, nothing's been proven. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I don't know what has been um, proven correct or not because I'm not the law enforcement, right? So I just show you the way that I see it. And I see that Summer Moon Wells cases, each and every one of them, has to do with trafficking, has to do with these kids just being taken for particular circumstances, for all different ones, between drugs, sex trafficking, being used as a dummy for some sort of, I don't know, science projects they're doing, sacrifices. There's a lot of things that are going on out there. And I think that each and every one of, hi, Long Gone. Um, Thank you for that information, Long Gone. She said she's been doing some digging. I found some interesting things that go back for many years. Absolutely. Send it on over. So there's something I'm going to show you tonight that's just kind of a review, but kind of not, because it's going to be a very strong case I'm going to be showing you guys. As I get started, I feel that it's necessary to show you once again when I say Summer Moon Wells missing children, and I say they're all Summer Moon Wellses, we've seen many of them through Summer Moon Wells's pictures, videos, through Candace's TikToks, social media, YouTube creators. They show all different children. They kind of look like the Summer we know, but each one of us has a different reality of the Summer we know. We all have a different reality of which one is Summer and what she looks like. This is Summer's dog with Don and Candace. You all could look at the dog and tell me what you see. It's not a normal looking face and a normal looking dog with its paws like that. But I don't know what you see. What I can tell you is from what I understand through spirit, is that dogs are sacrificed as well. Dogs go with these children, and they go with the ones that are being gone. This is Summer's dog. A little crazy looking. But anything that's crazy looking that tells a story of this little adorable little Summer Moonwells and all of the other Summer Moonwellses, it always comes from Candace and Don's video. Always does. Always does. All of the little different summer moons show the story to me. They show the story. The picture to the left, I never saw it before, but she does have the mesh around the bottom lip, and it goes around the neck with a little heart. The left-hand side. For those that remember, Candace, I'm doing just a little bit of a review. Candace showed this house with this tree. Everyone that's been watching knows that I've been focusing in a tree that Candace used as her icon for a millisecond. I don't know if it was her Facebook, I believe, icon. And she sits by a tree that has an opening, a very wide opening. And here, man, I don't know, it was maybe the first week, you guys, where she played this video, and everyone's like, what the hell is this? Like, why is she doing this video? Well, as I go back towards the beginning to bring up just some information to kind of review as I head into the core of what I'm here to tell you guys, I find myself going back to this. And through every bone in my body, what is this? I think that is a church on the cliff. Yes. Now, here's the thing though. This situation changes. What changes is what's behind her changes. Sometimes she's sitting in a neighborhood and the kids are with her in this situation and they show a neighborhood. This one shows a big white shed. This tree, hi Candace. Hello Candace. I know why you keep showing the trees, Candace. With your little pink nail polish on your fingernail and your nails looking like they're freshly polished like they did when your daughter was being pushed on the swing, allegedly. You see, I look at these photos and I read them. I give a reading. And every bone in my body tells me you know so many stories. That you know the story. You know the story. So when I decide to go through all this and I'm reviewing and I'm showing pictures like this of summer, and I show that one eyeball to the right, but yet this comes from one of your TikTok videos that shouldn't have Summer Moon's face in it, all that does is allows me to say, you know the story. You know the story of the little girls that we call Summer Moon. This is the Summer Moon that I know is my reality. There are other summer moons that other people look at as their reality. There's been so many different versions of Summer's eyes, nose, mouth, teeth, cheeks, hair, that no one's even talking about it. She was only 5 years old, allegedly. If anyone could just understand, Candace, that the photos that you have of your daughter in her first 5 years can't be so different from each other, especially the teeth, because she was only 5, so you could tell. Between brown eyes and blue eyes and round eyes and oval eyes and, you know, all different shaped nose, the nostrils, the lips, the fingers, the teeth, the hair. So when I say the different summer moon wells, we're talking about hundreds of children. All different children. So when I look at all these different children and I see them, and all of these photos come from you, all these photos with their fingers all messed up and their teeth messed up, and you don't know what to do. And then once you guys even decided to send out a poster to summer with all different hairdos and different colors. I was like, well, that's not going to fix what you guys did. It's not going to fix anything that you did. But YouTube, the YouTube creators that cover the story from the beginning, will never talk about these children and their fingers and how they're completely messed up. Look at her pinky. Little Summer Moon Wellses have been sacrificed. They've been used for many different reasons, but what I do know is they're gone. Maybe some of them were even saved. Maybe some of them are long gone in a better situation. But the ones that I speak to have crossed over. Have crossed over. This summer moon, I've never met through many different videos or photos. This one is a different one. The one to the left is so young and so different. I just know so strongly that the people that speak on these YouTube channels and these creators, I feel it so strongly that you're like part of the problem. You're part of the the system that is supporting this. It's a vicious circle. All of these little summer moons are different. You cannot tell me that every one of them went missing on June 15th, 2021? No. No. Their hair is always different. So this is really what I wanted to open up my video with tonight. To re-explain that these are all different summer moons. The one to the right has brown eyes. Those are brown eyes. The one to the left has blue eyes. This one has brown eyes. This one has blue eyes. Face completely different. Structure of the face completely different. Let me tell you something. Each one of these children need justice. Just like this. And the one this way, again, has brown eyes. So I asked Candace, how many children known as Summer Moon Wells have blue eyes? How many have brown eyes? How many are 3 years old? How many are 6 years old? How many are newborns? How many are embryos? How many are teenagers? How many are adults? How many are 7? Because these children here are not the same. The child to the left is not a 5-year-old. Child to the right, there's many pictures of her in that outfit, but they're different. These are all different. But the parents of Summer Moon have like presented their daughter this way, many different ways. No one else did it but them. They're the ones who did that. Nobody else. Nobody else presented this little girl this way other than the parents. The parents told the story for the victims. The parents told the story for all the Summer Moon Wells victims. All of these photos have elements. All of these photos tell the story. And the people telling the story must know the story. How else would they get this information? These children are not the same. So again, I'm going to ask you, Candace, who are all these children? How is it that you have the photos of all of these children? They're not the same. Line them up. These three are not this one. They have different shaped faces. They have different color eyes. They have different teeth. Little girls like this that come from the other YouTube creators' videos. I call them, quote unquote, the families of children. And I use the Beeson Bunch and the Kents as an example. Now, it's not about them, right? It's not about them. It's showing that there are particular style YouTube channels that's showing information about Summer Moonwell's missing children. They're showing the information on these children in the back seat of these fake cars. And each one of their channels present the material exactly the same way. They all have the same script to follow. They have the same situation going on. Right now, I have about 15 families that I'm following. They show children like this. 3 years later, you guys, I have the same elements. I don't change my elements. I don't change my red hearts with the white outside. I don't change the V on the head. I don't change anything. It's the same. The families that I'm following tell the stories the same way. The same way. This is a very, 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 very large issue. If this is true and they're actually doing that, it's ginormous. Summer Moon Wells laying like this, like we said, like that. That's Summer Moon at the age, allegedly, that she was taken. That photo. The way that that photo that Candace so nicely gave all of us this information, the way that that particular photo shows elements and information is how each and every one of these channels tell their story. They're behind plexiglass, they're in different rooms, they're being filmed, and they're in these boxes. There are certain creators like Ernie Shell and Benny Keys and anyone else that you guys know who you are. Use your phones, and within the phones, JLR, are images and reflections. It's not just, oh, do phones give reflections? Hello, of course they do. But they're all giving the same reflection over and over and over. It's the same information. The Idaho 4 had the same information. Kylie Rodney had the same information. Gabby Petito had the same information. How is it that you get the same information that is reflection out of someone's telephone that's the same? Different cases. Why would we have photos of summer moon like this? Candace gave these to us, you guys. I don't make this shit up. This came from the parents. Do you understand? This is a picture of their daughter in like white piping, and her head looks like a chipmunk. This is from the photos of what the parents are giving us. The parents. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells children. Definitely take a moment and put those thumbs up. You guys are doing good with that. Thank you. This is from the parents. And when I say that they are significantly the same as all the other reflections, I use Ernie's to the left as an example. Now, these pictures and these bones or whatever, I've been following them. I follow them. This is Summer Moon Wells' tree with her swing, right? In each and every one of the cases that I follow, I called it, I got a reading. And when my readings come through, like my readings, when I hear things and I say, she got pricked, she got forked, she got raked. And it's 3 prongs. And this is next to her tree that her mother did the video. This. And everything else is there. But that is something that I've been following. These little things, this here, this comes from Madeline McCain. This is all the same stuff. The Watts kids, they got pricked. It's right here. Here's their 5 on their shoulder. You don't just all of a sudden have this sticking out of their shirt. 3 prongs. It's 3 prongs. Correct, long gone. But when it comes from each and every one of these cases has the same thing. No one mentions what they did. They just threw this away. This picture was thrown away. This picture of this, for those that weren't here, this was taken the night, it was supposedly the night or the morning after Summer went missing on the property next to the tree. This, you guys. And I recall a couple different channels like Tiffany Marie, maybe a couple other ones like trying to be like, wait a minute, where'd that go? That's like is that a sign? Is that an emblem? Is that a symbol? This was there. This is what the Delphi case had. This is what every one of the cases have that I follow. You guys, it's not that complicated. It isn't that complicated. Summer moon supposedly also looked like the picture to the left. That's like a whole freaking different, to me, picture of a person of summer, because this is supposed to be summer. These are different. So pay attention to what the parents are spooning out. Pay attention to the families on YouTube that are showing the same information as each other. You guys, it's being repeated over and over and over. This child laying in the greenery, laying in the leaves, laying in the bushes, has the same clown face on its face with makeup as the other ones do. Summer Moon Wells wound up in this situation. This is being told by the parents of these channels. It's being told through the YouTube channels. This is no different than when I said Summer Moon was right here and Tim Mullen moved it. Moved it. There is no difference, you guys, between this and this little boy. I said summer was right in here. Long time ago. I'm like, go dig. Go back to the beginning of my videos. I'm like, go dig by Grandis's RV. I don't know. Maybe the RV is somewhere else, but it's at that corner. It's under the ground. Go dig. Whatever this little boy is connected to, all of this shit that he's connected to is no different than what you see coming out of Grandis's RV. This little boy, and I'm calling him a little boy because that's how I see it, has stuff just like what you see here. See what's coming out of him? You could take this little child and place him right over what I call Summer Moon. Boom. Right in the beginning. Right in the beginning. First thing Summer said. I'm in the leaves. They're always putting her in the leaves. Her mom is always putting her in the leaves. What's the difference between here? Here's a little boy. What's the difference between this and what you see here? Nothing. The mother is still showing summer in the leaves. In the leaves. That right there is the same thing as you're seeing to the right. Look at all of a sudden there's green leaves and all this stuff. That stuff is placed to tell the story, just like this is. Just like this is. They're telling the story. As am I saying that these little boys laying right there? I have no idea. All I know is the story matches. This matches. The children that I talk about all have the same story. They all have the same story. Benny Keys, Benny Keys, Benny Keys, Benny Keys. JLR, JLR. Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, Ziggy, Justin for All, Chronicles of Olivia. I could go on. They all helped me see the story. They helped me see the story to tell you guys. Benny Keys, he's in the leaves. There he is. There he is. There's no difference between what he's telling me and what this little boy's telling me. The difference is Benny Keys is telling me about the story of the two girls that went missing the same time Gabby Petito did. They were sacrificed. That's what I got from this. Candace, and Don, they tell the story just like cracking cases. Don and Candace showed the elements right in the beginning. Nobody has that shit in front of their house. You don't even know what that is, but yet it's repeated for 3 years. And it's in other YouTube creators' videos. It's on the bus. That's a main element. All of these are. Gotcha Man shows that same thing. This shows all the same information. And I don't know how to explain this, but this is a circumstance that is explaining and showing the truth. That's a face over to the right. This is a situation. And that situation shows itself over and over. And who showed it the first time was Candace. And then Ernie. And then Benny. And then over and over and over it showed. They're putting these kids through some horrific situation. Summer Moon Wells' children have gone through it. They see the darkness and they see the light. I will show this 100 more times because this here, I will keep showing this. This was taken straight from the newsroom, Michael Vaughn's newsroom about him. Matches Summer Wells perfectly. Never. It's never discussed. But what kind of a perfect match is this. It's pretty insane. That's what it is. They have the jugs. They have the tube. See the tube? That's the tube. All the same thing. Not being talked about. And the YouTube creators that are telling the story the same way that Candace told the story, they tell it every day. You guys, every day. Every day these children are being placed in these situations. Every day they're being placed in the back of these cars. And the YouTube creators are showing elements that consistently repeat itself. This stupid thing right here. Look at him. It's just always showing in a car. It like they're in a car, but this isn't a car. Like, I don't know how else to say it any louder, that no car looks like this from the inside. And Ernie, Jesus, she shows everything. But cars don't look like this. This is what Dolly's visions looked like when he went to the convention. And the YouTube creators that I follow show the story. Here's your water filtration. This is a water filtration system. I see the story because it's being told. The story here is being told. One day, all of these channels that I get solid information from and they match, someone is going to go after the channels and get their videos, because all of this stuff is just rubbing it in the faces of those who know what happened to the children. And I'm just going to keep showing it, because these are sacrifices, these are trophies, and they're not blending into your videos like they used to anymore. They're not blending in. They're being shown and they're being talked about. This is the situation. This comes from the YouTube creators' videos. It's not being hidden. This person is laying on something, bloody arm. It's not being hidden. This is the Idaho 4 situation. The Idaho 4 situation. Correct. A lot of times the elements are coming through. So I'll explain that. So thank you for saying that. Are come through the pics. Yes. Um, that's what's called deep fake. Am I saying that these guys are putting it in there? I have no idea. It's called deep fake. They get placed in these videos. It could be an outsider putting this information in there. We don't know. But when I see, Benny always touching a plexiglass, like he's looking down, like down into something when you're looking down into a window, I don't know. All that's telling me is, listen, this is where the children go. They have a one-way plexiglass, like that. There's a one-way plexiglass. Like the um the angle in which some of these photos are come from underneath. It's looking up, you see. It's whoever took this photo, it's coming up. The photo is coming from down under and going up. You're not seeing the top of his fingers, you're seeing the bottom of his fingers. And many of the photos and videos are like this because it's being filmed from underneath, under the hand, under the plexiglass. Why the fuck would we have a photo like this of Benny's video? It's because it's being filmed from underneath. Happens all the time. No one's recognizing it. This is evidence that this is being filmed underneath. The only way to get this angle is if it's being filmed from underneath. This is being filmed from under up. Because whatever is happening, it's happening underground. It's happening beneath us. Under. This is a little trigger warning. This is a little trigger warning. This is one of the new families that I'm following, and this is why I went on a little later than I wanted to. Um, I see all these next photos show is that these are happening in these rooms, and um, and these are sacrifices, and you've seen this before, this type of a situation. Um, you've seen this before. The videos and the images that come through the families that are having all these children and these babies is very concerning. It's very, very concerning because it's horror, and I'm not sure I am not sure that YouTube gives a shit. But I blew these up as much as I could without losing the image. But these are very bloody, and this isn't the person this is supposed to be. Trust me when I tell you that there are different people in here. This is one of the families that I'm following. And the circumstance is Exactly what you see here is what is going on. And there's masks. This is bloody. You see what's around the arm, the legs, and there's little ones, baby, and I pray that someone looks into this, because this isn't who's supposed to be in there. See what I'm saying? It's showing information, yeah, like this, you guys, and these are the families that I get the information from to tell the story of the Summerman Wells children. They have children, many children in these videos. Many, 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 many children. They have many, many children. Each one of these groups have many children. And this person here is very bruised up. The doorway is one of those plasticky rooms. It's like a room with plastic. He has a thing in his eye. His neck is all screwed up. He's got something in his eyeball. So when I tell you, every one of these families, I can't say it loud enough. This to me is news flash, news update. That this is what is going on, and it's being allowed. The mirror has more people in these rooms. See him? See his arm? There's other people, and this isn't the reflection of him. So when I tell you that there's reflections, there are rooms behind rooms. And these are the story of the missing children, you guys. Where do you think they go? They're not just gone. They're taken somewhere. And when I tell you that they're in rooms like this, where this shows you the camera is videotaping up, just like these. Same thing, you guys. It's the same thing. Let me show you what's in the mirror. This here is another body in the mirror. So that's his arm. Something's obviously wrong. And there's another person. See? Some videos, so look at her fingernails, are all gross. Look at his head. Look at what is this is not what you think it is. It's really bad. And I can't blow these up much because this is what happens. It gets like this. It would be up to the law enforcement to see if this is really in there. But these are children. They're not adults that are in here. These are rooms, and there's plastic, and this is bloody, and I'm sorry to tell you, but this is the story of the children. How I learned all of this is through Summer Moon Wells. How I was able to show you pictures in the beginning were through her parents, through Don and Candace. Don and Candace has shown many pictures of bloody hands. Many. This this male or female, whoever is in here, this is a bloodbath, is what I could tell you. Look at his arms. Um, yeah, yeah. The neck. I'm showing this to you guys because I'm showing you examples of how the channels are giving information, but channels are cookie cutters of each other. They're cookie cutters of each other. They're doing and showing the same information, the same content, the same style, the same fonts, the same coloring. Everything is the same. This is what they all show. This. This. This is what I've been showing you, man, since the beginning. I've been showing this since day number one. Since day number one. There is nothing new here. It's just a new channel. That's all it is. It's just a new channel. A new channel. This is coming from this same channel. This here. The white bag, their pole, It's like a cookie cutter. This here, coming from this same channel, right here, is a copy and paste of Kylie Rodney drinking that glass of water, because it's the same kind of a sacrifice. It's the same situation. No different. And when I talk about this channel, I'm still talking about the same channel, who goes into the car before they go into that room, in the trunk of the car. So when I see stuff like this, I'm like, yeah, it's in the car. They're using information from the car, from in the car. So the room that I just showed, this picture here is going to be a little fuzzy, but now that I just showed you the circumstance, this is the room. You see? Now you see it a little differently, right? You see behind the glass. You see what's behind the glass. These are different. This is supposed to be the same room, but it's not. So if you look in the windows in the mirror of this room, they're showing two different situations. Here's your box, plexiglass, just like Summer Moonwells was in. I was able to get a photo of this. Now, this is the girl. It's in the video. That thing that's being taken off her chest is significant. That's like, that is what I call this. I think that has to do with the child. That has to do with the baby. That has to do with this. I'm just, hey, I'm just telling you how I see it. This. These to me, that's like the trophy. That's the trophy. See? That's like that. It's the same thing. Because that shouldn't be on her. All she had was a jacket and a dress, and then in between the frames of the frame is that. And that's where I'm saying these babies are being sacrificed, and there's babies and little babies and teeny babies, and whatever they're doing with them is extremely bloody. Extremely bloody. Now, I don't know I don't know these people. All I know is I'm using their photos to tell you a story about the children. You see, this here is bloody. See the neck, the hands, the legs. That is bruised and bloody. And let me get this brighter. Here. And you could tell it is. And each one of these photos in this video reminds me of what I was shown through Don and Candace Wells' videos, especially the one where they were fighting. Don and Candace are the ones that taught me. And it's Summer Moon Wells who showed me and told me. She told me the story. Her parents happened to be the ones that were the first to show me these videos. So I'm showing this to you because this is coming from, let me brighten this one up a little bit more. These are coming from families like the Kents and the Beestons. These are just new ones. So see this one. There's something, this here, I know what this is because I'm shown this all the time. She has this, that's the trophy. That's a trophy, you guys. That's what I call a trophy. Let me brighten it up. So when I see moms in videos talking about their missing child, I don't know if they really have this. I see them holding these things. I actually see it. But, are they really holding it? I don't know. I don't know. But this is what I see them holding, are these kind of trophies. See them all the time. I talk about them all the time. Seeing what other photos I have. This is exactly like what this reminds me of what the room looks like. So this is just plasticky, and I've shown you these already. This is Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's Stories, and I'm sticking to it. Here, when they're done, here, oh, thank you guys, is the victim. There's the victim. That's really what I see underneath the girl sitting on the bed. This is what I see. Is that. That's the victim. And this shit that's in the room, this here, which is the plastic, this here, is just part of the story. Because we see that all the time. That's called the equipment. And these frickin' victims get put in these things and taken away. And this is what I see on these stories from the families, you guys. And it is actually getting worse and worse and worse because there's so many channels and there are so many victims. And these children, look at that. That's blood. That's a V. These children could only get justice if we come together and talk and understand that this is real. That this picture here should not be in a religious family's videos talking about all the children that they have. Just like and all the vacations they go on, and all the houses that they build, and all the places they reconstruct. But yet this is in their video. This. They travel all over the world and their kids go here, their kids go there, but what's the real story? We've seen this in a car before. Guys, shit doesn't change. Here goes the body. Right here. That's the car. That's the car. Here's your victim. Now, this is the car. This was the victim. That's not the father in the video. Come on. You know, when I go to these videos and these families that don't, they have millions of subscribers, right? But if they know this stuff is in there and someone is putting it in there, some channels are sloppier than others. This is one of them. You can almost see the machine back here. Wait. Back here. Right, so this is a victim. This is the car. Right, reminds me of Dylan. Yeah, this is how I saw Dylan Rounds. Remember I said that was in the trunk of the car? It's just like this. It was just like this in the trunk of a car. See the white face? To me, it's back there. Like I see the machinery back there. Just like Dylan Round's video. Correct. This, yeah, they're getting sloppy. I mean, this is sloppy. I mean, look at, you could see right through this. It's just, it's, you know, the more channels that keep doing this, I just don't see how you're going to be able to keep showing photos like this and really no one really talks about it. That's a victim. And understand that there are babies, there are children. This person here is bloody. So the moral of the story here, you guys, oh, eesh. Let me brighten this one up. Yeah, these groups are huge, and all we can do is keep talking about it and bringing these victims justice by talking about it. Because that's not the mother. I mean, duh. That's not what she looks like at all. I want to make sure that I got whatever photos that I... Oh, here. Here's a picture in the mirror. See the stomach? Bruised. So that's the reflection in the mirror. So that's the one in the mirror. This is the picture you're looking at right here. But this is what's in this mirror. And then the one in the mirror is different. See? That's actually what I've been talking about. See in the mirror? It's got that thing on his head in the mirror. That it's like that thing on his head. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Here's the red nail polish. whatever that is. Yeah, they're just, the story is being told. Story is being told. So these are victims, and these are families that I'm following. Um, Let me see. Wait, summertime. I want to see what's in the other presentation, which is 83 pages. I'm not going to go through this, but I am going to show you a couple things from here. One of the channels, and just I'm going to show you guys this because I have a lot of new members, right? In the beginning, this is American Dream Chaser Catcher. This kind of video, these videos here in the beginning, a lot of the creators had, and it doesn't mean anyone is guilty of anything, but it showed me that a lot of creators had two different people in their videos. Just like American Dream Chaser Catcher, he did. He had, like, he was just videotaping himself, but two different people would come up in his video often. And what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything other than this that gave me the opportunity to see what's going on in these videos. And he is one of them that I paid attention to in the beginning, and I had a lot of reason to. He was constantly showing the same elements in his videos like this. And those are, to me, those are the main elements in the Summer Moon Wells case. I know it kind of looks funny to you guys. But those are two main elements that were consistently repeated over and over and over. And those are trophies to me. And what I wanted to show you guys tonight was that one of the most important pictures. Now, I've been doing this for over 3 years. And one of the very most important pictures that I have gotten from other creators did come from this guy's video. And I'm going to show you in this guy's video. If you look all the way down here, this is his a snapshot from one of his videos. Down here are the rows of the smaller pictures, and many times if you look at the smaller pictures and you look at the picture that's within the smaller picture, like here, I call that a picture in between. I call that a photo that's just laying in the middle, and it's super, super important. Like it's placed there and it's important to grab. If you were to grab that one and open it up, this is what you would get. I'm going to show you in the next thing, but I just want to show you where this is coming from. It's just a little snapshot from underneath. It's the smaller frame. See? If I go into that smaller frame, you get this photo. Now, I mean, I'm just guessing. I just say it's a frame between a frame. I don't know. I'm not a photographer, but that's the only way I could see it. So this is what's in between. Just in the middle of his video, this. Why is that the most important thing out of all these videos? Because here's summer. And this comes from Candace's video. This you can't find anymore because all this stuff was deleted. Like like 2021. She took all this shit down. I saved it, right? This here was one of the most important videos, and then it was deleted from her Facebook. If you look all the way to the left, that comes from Candace and Don's videos. A little sliver of a photo was placed in there. You see it? I circled it. It's circled. I kept that because I'm like, well, that looks like the water hole. That's nowhere else in the video, you guys. This is what I'm saying is that picture of summer in that picture, that comes from one of her TikToks, right? Of her in the kitchen or whatever it is. That's in between there. And what's in between that guy's video, to me, it's the same photo. It's telling the same story. This is. These are important pictures. See how that goes down, under, and this is the water hole. And it was never talked about. This is the same post that Candace made on her YouTube channel that was, I mean, her Facebook channel that was deleted. It was first posted at 5:05, and then it was deleted, and then reposted at 6:06. And the only reason I know that is because I both posts at 2 different times, and I have plenty of videos that show that. But this is the post. This one. So again, this just all comes from the creators. And the video that I just showed you, I'm going to show you part 2 right now of that couple. And I am just going to open up a few pictures. Same YouTube family. This is in the closet. Now, I don't know what that is, but that's in the closet where she goes and gets the baby. It's supposed to be a newborn. Looks bigger than a newborn, but I don't know what that is. but it's obviously electric because it's got blue lights. And this is the same couple. And I'm showing this to you second because I really just showed you the adults first. This is the baby. Oh, thank you, nothing but love. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. So, this is the baby. And the reason I'm showing this, for all I know, that's where they keep. Thank you very much. It's very sweet. The reason I'm showing you this is because it strikes me in a very funny way. Many a times, if not each time that I look at a video, they're always in a closet. Lots of clothes around them, right? These videos here of her with this baby is just very sad to me. I feel like something here speaking to me. And that this baby is what these children look like when they are going through this process. And there's little ones, like I said, there's big ones, there's babies, there's little babies, there's embryos, there's a lot of children. And whatever it is, it's very bloody. It's very bloody. Brian Laundrie, I believe, and Kylie. I read pictures, that's what I do, and I see this as Kylie had a baby. I see this as a newborn. Kylie had a baby, an embryo with the umbilical cord, and something was done with the baby. That's what I see here. No, other people aren't going to see that. This is just a reading. I see that they had a baby and the baby was sacrificed. Yeah. You know, Kylie Rodney, Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito had the baby. I don't know. Did I say Kylie? I don't even know. They both had babies. This is supposed to be Gabby Petito in her truck. These are pictures that came through their information. You mean Gabby? Yes, I meant Gabby with Brian Laundrie. Gabby, but Kylie Rodney also had a baby. I just see that. I see them both the same circumstance, but I did mean Gabby. See all these plants? They're not in their truck. Why are they showing this? Why? Because their circumstance is the same thing that's going on with the children that I showed you from the beginning. Sacrificed. This comes from Gabby Petito's information. Each and every one of these cases stems from the same information. Each and every one of their faces are created to have different faces over their face. So I am consistently trying to understand why it's layered like this over and over and over. They all mix in as if all of the channels that I follow have the same people over and over and over. It's like a cult group. They're like identical. Now, am I talking about these girls? I don't know. I'm giving you them as an example, as how they all intertwine. And don't let your eyes fool you. Pictures like this are meant to screw with your brain. They're meant to, because you're really not quite sure what you're looking at. Welcome to the world of deepfake. Welcome to the world of AI. The very first time that I saw a small little baby that didn't look quite correct to me was during this video with all these girls. That guy in the back and this baby. I saw the 3-prong and I couldn't get past it. So as I was watching all these girls' other videos, I started noticing all these little embryos that were being held with their babies. That's what I see. I don't know what you guys see. I see here the same thing as I saw with the 2 adults. What I saw the 2 adults doing in that video is the same thing as what I see happening with the children. You may not see anything, but I do. I see sacrifice. I see sacrifice. That's okay if you don't see it. It's the same thing. I'll show you a little clearer. Is when I see these families holding a newborn with I don't know what, and putting their fingers through these things. This is what I see. And it's coming all from the same groups of families. And the messages are always the same. Coming out of the car is always the same. So over and over and over and over, wherever this is happening, when I see these families looking underneath their cabinets in the kitchen, I see images coming from a different direction. I see eyes that are coming from a different direction, looking at them as they look forward. So I see this, something is going on within these new homes of construction. This to me is the water filtration. This is under. That's what is under. These are rooms that are hidden under. This is all from the same video. Behind this, behind here, underground. Underground. There's a lot that you guys are taking in tonight. A lot. But what I'm telling you is the story that the Wells told from day number 1, from Don and Candace, is the story of the children, the story of the sacrifices, the story of all of these different channels. Everything that we see in their videos are clues to the story. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over. This is happening underground. This is happening underground. This. Behind the gates. Underground. That is this. And this is being shown in every one of these families' videos. Oh my God, my daughter, she broke her arm. We need to go the first time we're going to go to the hospital. She broke her arm. Blah, 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 blah. No. It's not what I see. Whatever they're doing here. These are the same families. They all have the same stories. All of them. This might as well be a summer moon. Same stories. So at the end of the day, these children all share a common story. They share common elements. Because it's the elements that tell the story, you guys. And what I do is tell the story from how I see it. They are sacrificed. And that is what I have to say tonight. What I love to do is then go listen back to my own video to see if I explained it all correctly. Because many times I don't know. When I'm looking at these pictures, you want to make sure that, oh yeah, there are a few that I could probably use next time. So you guys, this is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. And this is the story that needs to be told in order to bring justice to the children. Because it's not going to be told unless someone comes forward to discuss it. Unless someone comes forward and tells the story. You guys, thank you so much for those kind words and for being here. Like I always say, I couldn't be doing this without you. So thank you all so very much. Thank you for those super chats, the super stickers, and may justice come to these children really soon. And please, thumbs up on your way out would be amazing. And subscribe if you like what you hear. Subscribing would be a great way to support the channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys all for those wonderful, beautiful messages. And I like to, let's see, where are my videos? Cards. Videos. May videos. I'm trying to find my one video I like to play. Huh. Where is it? Well, that's okay. It's the one I like to play as I leave. New, let's see. New look? No. I'll put this up. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. And please subscribe, thumbs up on your way out. And thank you for all those amazing words once again. Have a wonderful night or wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. And I'll be back real soon. Good night, guys.